YouTube. Well, today we could go for a little adventure. Wow, it is busy today. Thought today I'd bring you guys on a little adventure. Wanted to do something kind of fun. We're going to be experimenting doing deliveries on the motorcycle. It's kind of funny to say that because it is pretty dumb, but for little stuff like UberEats and DoorDash, you can kind of get around and have some fun and get out on the bike. And so I'm gonna kind of take you guys around and show you what that's like. So we're gonna go ahead and park anywhere. Okay, sweet. So that's the Dr. Pepper?
Yes, Dr.
Awesome.
Pepper medium.
Let's get like multiple different orders. But luckily they're just these sandwiches, so they're pretty small. Okay, where are we going? Alright, we're starting off strong with this double order. It's kind of cool that we can at least pick up more than one thing at a time. I'll show you guys the setup a little bit later once we stop, but I have just one cooler on the back. So yeah, thought I would take you guys along for a little adventure today. We're cruising around doing some UberEats deliveries just for fun. I'm gonna show you guys what it's like to kind of run errands on the bike. I thought it'd be a good way to show the capabilities, and thought it'd also be a good way to show you guys kind of what it's like to commute or ride around in the city on this type of bike. So it does do really well cruising around in the city. It's a skinny, lightweight, narrow bike. Power is it's not overwhelming, and it really is forgiving if you get into like weird situations, but you definitely have enough power to do what you need to on it. Never been back here before. Doing deliveries is super fun because you get to explore kind of around town in places you wouldn't normally go. We're dropping off at a food restaurant. Hello, hi. Drop off for someone. Oh, thank you so much. What the heck? I've never had that happen before. The lady gave me a cash tip. Well, that was interesting. Jimmy John's at the realtor place. I almost went into the Kenji restaurant. That would have been embarrassing. To our second one now. Jersey Mike's. Should I do this? 2.6? Sure, let's do that afterwards. So yeah, that was a pretty good one. Pretty easy. The next one is right next door as well. So yeah, we're kind of exploring around. It's nice on the MT03. It's like 370 pounds, which is really light for a bike. Where are we going? It's really fun exploring on this. It's really not tiring at all. It's such a small bike, and you can really just flip it around. What the fuck? 13115. I'm gonna park right here. So yeah. Lady gave me a $3 tip. That's so funny. To eat 160. Hi. Yeah. Yeah. Do you wanna? Okay, sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. That was kind of weird. I'll have to relook at the footage. I don't know what that guy said, but there was like 3 people all at once going in, dropping off food. You know, I should probably put this in the fucking $3. Dang, I should have double checked that name. I'll have to relook at the footage and see. That could be fucked because there's so many people, but it was sweet 160. That was probably fine. It was the right one. What the fuck? Was that the same guy? Was that the same guy? What the hell? Alright, I think that was the right one. That was the right location. Anyway, so as a new rider, getting onto like a 300cc bike, you know, you can't really go wrong. That's really the smartest thing to do, is to get a bike that's a little bit more forgiving. And especially since this bike has ABS, it can definitely save you in a lot of situations that if you are learning and you get kind of like panicked and you slam the brake here, you're not going to slide the rear end out or wash out too easily. Stuff like that is really important when you're first starting. And a lot of people think that you should, you know, start on a bigger bike like a 600 or a super sport bike or something like that. But really, that might not be the best idea if, you know, you make a mistake or you're not careful. I started on a Ninja 650 a couple of years ago before I got this bike, and I only rode it for a couple months, but you know, I thought that it was going to be, you know, especially starting on a brand new rider, starting out on a bigger bike with no electronic like safety features. You know, if you're starting out with no ABS and no traction control and you're really relying on just your skills, which if you're starting off you have zero skills, so it's really nice to start on a lighter bike with 300 cc's. It still has plenty of power, which is insane, and it having ABS really gives a lot more confidence. So yeah, I cannot kind of recommend enough having ABS if you're learning. It helps a lot. So that's a really nice feature that the MT03 came with. Oh, what the fuck. Yeah, everyone's gonna block the fucking road. Yeah, block the road for me so I can go around. Block the road, block the road. I'm in fucking second gear. Try not to stall it. Can take off in second gear, but you're just gonna be slipping the clutch a bunch. So another really cool thing about the MT03, starting as a new rider, is you really get to practice all of your skills and techniques that you would be using, like downshifting and upshifting, because on some of these super sports you're going to be, you know, first gear takes you all the way up to freeway speed, so you're really only using a couple gears around town. But with MT03 you're definitely shifting a ton. Thank goodness. Let's go see what this is about. Antonio. What the fuck, I'm such an idiot. Into the room. Hi. Pick it up. Antonio. So thank you. It is shocking sometimes to see how many people are doing the deliveries. Every time you go in somewhere, there's like at least one other person picking something up. I had no idea that was so common. I keep saying I'm gonna pull over and do a little walk around to show the setup, but we keep staying busy. Holy cow, it is hot today. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god, that was so close. Holy fuck, he almost... like I was so close to hitting that guy. Oh my god. I wasn't planning on exiting this way, but I guess that's what we're gonna do because it was busy. But yeah, doing the DoorDashes on the bike is pretty fun. It's a lot easier to find parking and to kind of move in between traffic in the city. And I don't know if I would recommend this for newer riders, but having to do like little DoorDash deliveries like this really puts you in a lot of situations that you get really good experience in, like having to navigate areas that you're not used to, and that could be a good and a bad thing, because you know, you want to stay focused on where you're going and have like some familiarity with the area. But I feel like going around and having to find parking and mounting and dismounting the bike constantly is really helpful, and it definitely is like a big XP boost. So yeah, I guess while we're sitting at this slide, I can kind of explain my mirror setup, because I watched a Choom video recently and he talked about how to set your mirrors up, and it might not come across the same way since you guys are mounted on my chin, but for the left mirror, my left mirror I have kind of tilted more outward so I can see the whole lane and a little bit more to my left side for like merging purposes. So you have a good wide view on that side. And then my right mirror I have more angled toward directly behind me, so I can see what's happening in my lane behind me, and maybe a little bit to the other lane. I still do shoulder checks and make sure... Oh my god, it's getting hot as fuck just sitting here. What the heck is that red car? Has the front bumper, this like, it's like a truck front bumper. That's another pretty fun thing about this bike. Since it is 300 cc's and the gearing is set up the way it is, you can really get up there to like 12,000, 13,000 RPM and still be doing like, you know, regular city speed. So redlining the bike is it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. Here's this red car, this crazy bumper. So yeah, I didn't start my motorcycle journey on the MT03. I did learn the vast majority of my riding skills on this bike, because starting on a 650 was just kind of like not the best choice. Even though I never really got hurt on it or did anything crazy, it did kind of scare me a couple times going through like a hard braking without ABS and locking the rear wheel up and feeling like an idiot, or like coming out of a corner and giving it too much throttle and not expecting, and almost like the handlebars jumping out of my hands. Stuff like that is really scary, and if you don't, sometimes you don't have a save, or you know, it could end a lot worse, and it's definitely not something you want, especially when you're first starting. That could really end your career as a rider. Oh, sick AMG 6.3 liter Honda. It's pretty wicked. I never really thought I would get used to the bike when I first got it after not riding for so long. Like that first time you sit down, you're just like, you feel like it's just gonna tip over. It's really unwieldy, and it feels clunky because you're not used to the clutch or the throttle, and you know, everything you're doing just feels really wrong. You know, missing gears or just doing dumb stuff. Sometimes it feels like you're not really gonna ever learn it, but you get the experience. Okay, where the hell are we going? Meet at 100. I totally forgot we were doing a delivery right now. I'm focused on talking and stuff. Oh, that's bright. Hi. Looking for Suite 100.
For who?
Really give me a name. It just says 8C, 8D, Antonio.
I do not know who that is. Oh.
Oh, hey, Antonio?
Yep.
7827.
Alright.
Right on, thanks so much. Dang, that guy was on top of it. You even know that there is a pin, and I didn't even know that time that there was a pin. He kind of saved me there. I was just gonna be like, later. How am I doing on battery? I should probably change the battery. Let's go ahead and do that. Alright, sick. Finish that up, and I guess now we can go find a place to kind of park and do a walk around of the bike and see our setup right now. I could probably go in here. Oh, look, there we are. Hey. Okay, let's go ahead and park right here. Oh, speak of the devil, McDonald's. Fuck yeah. Well, guess we're gonna have to wait. You know, I can just do a voiceover on the way to this spot. I'll flash up a little walk around of the bike that we got going. So yeah, I guess I can flash it up on the screen right now. So what we're rocking with right now is a green cooler bag for like picnicking or camping or something like that. And this green cooler bag, I know it looks kind of sketchily mounted with bungees and whatnot, but it's actually pretty secure. It has I think 4 different mounting points on the bike, the way I set it up. It's like wrapped under the tail with like 2 different straps going to the side panels of it, and then it has 2 green straps that are literally they're like mounted through the bag itself. So they're wrapped through the interior of the sack, and the reason that it stays flat and doesn't get like squished or bent up really badly is because I forget what the material is. It's like HDPE or some plastic base that I cut out the dimension, the form of the bottom of the bag, and just put that down inside of it, so all of the force is getting transmitted through that little slab of plastic, and it's been holding up pretty okay. I've been using it for a few days, and I have that just like wrapped around the tail, and I'm using the luggage mounts that came on the bike. It seems to be holding up pretty good, pretty happy with it. One of the negatives of this bag is it's wide enough, but it's not tall enough. So a lot of the times it can fit inside, but it needs a couple more inches of height. And so that's my only complaint about this setup so far. I don't know really how long we're going to be doing this for, because I mean, we can only really soak up so much content for being out, but yeah, a lot of the shorts I've been making have been from just cruising around and seeing some wild shit around the city. I'm not a huge fan of riding in traffic and being, you know, just super exposed like this, sitting around, just kind of waiting for something crazy to happen. But you do kind of get used to it, because you know, as soon as you start to get too comfortable, that's when really sometimes bad things will happen. So you always want to stay alert. But I was kind of I felt like everyone would be staring at me or something when I first started riding, and I was kind of nervous that they'd like see my leg shaking or something, like I don't know, like I would like fall over or something. And this lady said, "I don't want McDonald's anymore." Damn, what the fuck am I doing? I'm trying to find parking right now. I want to park right in front of the place so I don't have to walk around all crazy. Oh, curbside pickup. Duh. Fucking dumb. Ew, the floor is gross right here. Alright, what do we got? Nicholas. Oh, thank you. There's no name on here. Hi. Just want to double check. Oh.
The name? No, we don't have the name. We have only the code.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I didn't see that. 5CF2.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you. Oh my god, I'm a fucking idiot. I didn't see that. It was so obvious. It's like putting in the biggest amount of letters, and I just didn't. I glanced right past it. So McDonald's has the whole system down. They are the best place to pick up from. They always package it so perfectly, and it just fits amazingly in here. It has the drink in it already. Everything about that. So I hate McDonald, but you know, props to them for making it dead simple to load up onto the cooler. So yeah, being really exposed on a motorcycle as a new rider, you definitely get used to it somewhat the more you ride. And I used to be really embarrassed kind of riding around traffic, and I thought that I looked like an idiot, or I probably look like an idiot, but I don't care as much anymore. But yeah, I'm happy to be outside, happy to be talking to you guys, trying to make some interesting videos. And some people have been commenting that they're also in the market for getting an MT03, I guess their first bike, and they like seeing kind of what it's like riding it around, and I'm happy to kind of share my experience with you guys. Alright, we're looking good. We can literally just rev the snot out of this bike, and it loves it. And I wasn't even going full throttle, I was just kind of hanging the gears, but it sounds like I'm going so fast, but I'm really barely accelerating just because the engine RPMs climb a lot. Around the city, this bike just slaps everywhere it goes. It is super great. Something I've been practicing on this bike lately has been rev match downshifting. It's kind of like a medium skill level technique to learn. and that helps a lot when you're coming to a stop. So like what I used to do when I was first learning, I would like come to a stop like this, and I'd pull the clutch in and just like coast and then kick down all of the gears like that. And that's kind of what you do when you're first learning, because you don't really rev match downshift when you're first learning, because it takes a little bit of muscle memory and stuff like that to get it right. And I guess just shifting in general takes a lot of muscle memory and practice to get it to be smooth. But rev match downshifting, it is something I do. Oh, what the fuck? I missed the turn. Well, I'm stupid and talking to myself too much. But an example of rev match downshifting, see like that? Oh, look at this guy. Hello, partner. You always want to wave at bikers, no matter what you're doing. You're just like, oh, I have to wave at them. Looks like I'm gonna turn around and go chase this guy. Oh, I'm so dumb. I can't believe I missed that turn. I wasn't paying attention. I thought it would be somewhere else. Usually when that happens, I just go home after the delivery, because I feel like I'm just being brain dead and I shouldn't be riding. Because you never really want to ride like tire focus, but I feel good. I was just I was focusing on making a YouTube video instead of doing what whoever ordered McDonald's is depending on me doing. But it's okay. I think I only wasted about a minute and a half. They're probably watching the GPS and they see me just blow past it like, what the hell is this crackhead doing? Where were we supposed to go? Oh my gosh, that was right after the light. I really blew past it again. Well, there it is. I'm gonna steal this guy's parking spot. Oh my god, it stinks too. Don't you think people with loud exhaust? Their car just smells so bad. Leave the door, don't knock, in all caps. You got it, buddy. Okie dokie. But yeah. Alright, so here's a good opportunity to kind of showcase the whatever you call like the freeway performance of the MT03. My experience, it can pretty much handle it. You know, US highways doing 80, it'll do it just fine. You know, I used to be of the mindset of like, you definitely need like a ton of power to, you know, ride on the freeway safely, because you always have to, it's always, when there's an issue, you have to accelerate out of the problem, but that's pretty much rarely the case. Only in like a few specific situations where having extra power is gonna help out. You just need to think about, you know, being in a good lane placement and thinking ahead of like what could go wrong. But yeah, having extra power to accelerate away from danger is kind of I used to believe that, but the more I've been riding on the freeway, it does it just fine. There's not an issue, you know, merging onto the freeway. There's plenty of power on tap. It's fairly comfortable. You'll get used to not having a windscreen. Having a windscreen, I've never really ridden with a windscreen before. Seems like a luxury, but you definitely get battered pretty hard by the wind in the beginning if you're not used to it. So yeah, I'm checking my mirror to look over, make sure there's no one. This is kind of a weird merge because you have to like avoid this exit right away. But other than that, I don't know if you guys can hear me because the audio gets super fucked when we're riding like fast like this. It just gets blown the fuck out. Yeah, so sometimes when you're on the freeway, you get pushed around a tiny bit by the wind or just the road. But I find it's never really too crazy. You just have to counter steer and like push the handlebar the direction that you're trying to go, and you'll just get out of it just fine. So yeah, if you're interested in getting MT03, I'm making videos on some of the maintenance that I've been going through on it. So if you do get an MT03 and you're trying to do an oil change, I'm trying to make some good guides on how to do it at Petco. Is that where we're going? 1820 north here on a Petco. Yeah, totally. Pretty easy. Easy peasy. Yeah, and just like that, over the bridge, off the freeway. It's no big deal. I'm gonna go ahead and make my way back over to the house. Whoa. Whoa there, cowboy. Yeah, thanks for coming with me, and hope you guys got a little bit of a taste of what it's like to goof around and maybe do some UberEats or DoorDash or whatever. It's pretty fun. It definitely gets me out of the house and gets me a motivation to ride. Another thing that gets me motivation to ride is you guys. So thanks for commenting, and thanks for sticking around this far if you are still here. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I guess I'll go ahead and see you all in the next one.